Hello everybody, this is Frowny13 here, and we're live. Yeah, we're live. Welcome to episode 31 of the thing. Welcome to episode 31 of the talk show. Yes, talk shows are back on the channel officially. The notifications have been sent out. I'm just waiting for some people to join in the chat. Although today is Friday, today is Friday, so I'm not sure how many people like to be watching. Oh, hello there, AG905. Welcome to the show. Okay, so we have one viewer here. Just put my headphones there for right now, because today I won't be playing any games. In fact, I won't be doing anything in particular. I'll just be talking about stuff, and well, that's it. Hence the name of the talk show. Yeah, so you're probably wondering, well, why is it episode 31 as opposed to episode 1? Well, because I've done 30 talk shows before this, and I want to kind of continue the fact that I do these talk shows, or at least I counted all the ones that were in the live playlist. I'm not entirely sure if I actually did more than that and I didn't add some to the playlist, in which case, well, sausages. Okay, so we have 2 viewers watching now. So we have OG95 here so far. This is just the intro to the the intro to the talk show. But first talk show in forever, and my first one on the PC. Now you might be asking, well, Frony, where is the face cam? Because whenever I did these talk shows, I would always show my face. Well, I would have used the YouTube live stream feature. In fact, you know what I should have done now? I just remembered. What I should have done is that I should have just got a live stream YouTube app for the iPad and I could just look at my computer for the chat. But, oops, I didn't think about that. Eventually, I will get a webcam for my computer, and you will eventually get to see my face again. In fact, I was gonna say that in the Gen 3 update video, that it was gonna be a while until you guys would see my face again, because, well, firstly, I don't want to revert back to the absolute rubbish quality that was my iPad 2, because I have an iPad 2, except the camera quality is rubbish. So I really don't want to use it again for as a camera, because it would just break the Gen 3-ness. And now that I'm in Gen 3, I want to create the highest amount of quality, or the highest quality content possible. It's basically super duper high quality and stuff like that, because, you know, I now have an opportunity to do so. Anyways, so we have 2 people watching. Yeah, so far OG905 is being the only one who said anything in the chat. So, yeah, 0 messages for a minute. Yeah, well, it says there's 2 people watching now, but let's see, enable live chat. Yeah. There's a thing called slow mode. There's really no point in making a slow mode or blind there's really no point in having slow mode for YouTube, because it's just completely and utterly rubbish. So today is Friday, which is when I pretty much always used to do these talk shows way back in the day. Oh, he said, sorry I had to throw out my cat here now. Okay, well, at least I hope you were listening. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so you might be wondering, Frony, what in the world is this still here? Well, until I get a webcam, which I will be using for my, for these talk shows when I eventually get the chance. For right now, I'm using this still here, which I actually made, a year and a half ago. I actually originally made this still in preparation for my, 5th year anniversary video thing, which eventually was scrapped because iMovie was being a silly sausage. Because, you know, iMovie was my only way of editing videos on my iPad way back at the time. Thankfully now I've just had a major upgrade, and now I have Sony Vegas 12. Oh no, and now the video's buffering on YouTube. Let me know, by the way, if you have any buffering issues or something. Yeah, the current key frequency is 8.4 seconds. Yeah, according to YouTube, I'm having bad video settings, but I don't think it matters towards anything but suzzles. So, anyways, oh no, we have 3 people watching now. Okay, can we actually prove that we have 3 people watching by you guys typing something in the chat, because it's stream's getting a little bit stale here. Anyways, yeah, this is a live stream, and I know I'm stuttering a lot. Yeah, you might be wondering, well, why am I stuttering so much? And it's really just because, yeah, my mind seems to be very slow for some reason when it comes to thinking of something to say. See, how are you today? I'm good. I'm good for the most part. But I should really get my mind together so I can do these live streams without having to think every 20 seconds and having to stall, and I can actually talk constantly. So anyways, well, I said that I can talk constantly if I'm actually talking about something, although for right now I'm not talking about anything in particular. But anyways, yeah, so this still I'm using right now is a video, or is a still that I was going to use for my 5th anniversary video, which was scrapped because, well, iMovie was just like, nope, I'm just gonna quit. I did eventually use this still in a few other videos that I made after, or that I made after the 5th anniversary video. This still was used for that. I can't remember which videos in particular I used this still for. Yeah, which videos did I use it still for? I can't remember. I definitely used, like I said, I definitely used this still for a few videos after the 50th anniversary video, but I can't remember which ones it was. That's the thing. But I think I might just use this still for all the talk shows that I'll do until I get my webcam in sometime in August. Yeah, I actually ordered a webcam off of Amazon, and I only said that's going to be arriving here sometime between August 10th and August 31st. So, it could be, if we take a look at the calendar, oh, there we go. Okay, so it could be a couple weeks before the webcam arrives, or an entire month. Somewhere in between that. I'm not entirely sure, because I'm not a Time Lord. I don't really know that stuff, and yeah, I just don't know when the webcam will arrive. It could, like I said, it could be in 2 weeks, or it could be an entire month, which would kind of stink. I really want to get the webcam ready to go, because I've never actually used a webcam before with anything, except for a few reaction videos I made way back in 2016, nearly 2 years ago. That's the only thing that I've really used had a face cam for, and that was just because I had 2 devices, an iPad 2 and an iPad Air. Then the iPad Air broke, and I was like, balls. Some stuff on Amazon can take so long to come. Yeah, I agree. Some stuff on Amazon just takes forever to come. Although some stuff actually came pretty quickly. Like, for example, the headphones that I'm actually using. Well, I'm not actually using my headphones right now. I have them off because I don't need to use my headphones for anything right now, because there's nothing playing on the what was it? There's nothing playing on my computer at the moment, so there's no sound basically coming from the computer, so I don't have to use my headphones right now, because I'm just talking about stuff. Well, I say stuff, I'm not talking about anything in particular. But, yeah, you say some stuff is in Amazon can take so long to come. I actually ordered these headphones last Saturday, and they arrived only 4 days after that on last Tuesday. And that's actually quite a quick delivery for a pair of headphones, which I got for $13. Which I would say was a decent price, or I say a good price, and I got some headphones. I actually had to adjust the headphones, like the part that goes to your ears in a way. You know, like the what's it called? The ear doodahs. You know, the stuff that goes over your ears so you can hear stuff. I decided to adjust the size of that because it was simply because it was just causing confusion and delay. So that was lovely. But well, I say it was lovely. And eventually, I was able to get some scissors and I just had to just cut them a bit. And eventually, I was able to get the size right. And well, I can actually wear headphones without my ears hurting. You know, for such a large amount of time. You know. Which says, cool, I use earplugs for everything, but I do have some Sony headphones, yeah. These headphones are from a brand called Vogek. I've previously never heard of them before. I actually don't know anything about Vogek, apart from the fact that I now own a pair of headphones from them. Headphones of which are actually good for the purpose that I'm using them for, which is basically just to hear sound from my computer. Don't really need them for anything else for the moment, or at all. Yeah. Let's see, now what was I talking about when I was going through the headphones? OG95s. I don't care what company, to be honest, as long as it works well. Yeah, I agree. You know, I will say I was a little bit nervous about the headphones of, you know, were they were sausagey quality, but no, the headphones, they're at least decent quality, or at least when they have good sound quality, so I can at least use these headphones for the purpose that I'll actually need them for. So that's nice. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, webcam. Oh yeah, the webcam. That's what I was talking about before, actually. Now the webcam. I ordered a webcam off of Amazon and it cost only $6.50, which is not a lot. So you may think, well, Frowny, does this might mean that the webcam might have low quality? Well, the webcam itself it's taking such a long time to get here, so it's possibly being made in China, where the labor there is very cheap. So maybe the webcam was just cheap because, you know, it's made in China, or maybe because the webcam was just I hope it's not a cheaply made thing. I hope that the webcam has high quality. It said HD when I was ordering it. You know, it said HD webcam of sausages. Yeah, I really do hope that it is actually in HD and has very good quality. Although if the quality is absolute rubbish, then I'm going to have to get another webcam, which would stink, because I paid. Well, I didn't pay $6.50, but that's what Stiggy paid, I guess so. Yeah, so unfortunately, I won't know anything about the webcam until it gets here, which, like I said, could be in 2 weeks, or it could be in a month. So that's lovely. So what else should we talk about? Let's talk about Microsoft experiences just for fun of it. Yeah, hopefully 2 weeks. Yeah, I hope it's 2 weeks as well, but don't place your bets on it. It could be an eternity. I really don't know, but I will at least say that I am very eager to use the webcam when I get it, whenever it happens. Anyways, let's talk about something else. So let's talk about Microsoft. Now, I did mention Microsoft in a way on the live stream that I did yesterday. However, I had some more Microsoft things after the live stream when I was about to edit some stuff. In fact, actually, let me just tell you what's been happening. Well, so this week was obviously the launch of Frowny13 Gen 3, and already 4 people tuned into the live stream, which is, or 4 people tuned into the live stream yesterday, which is honestly quite cool. Which, what's very cool about that is that that before that I pretty much got 0 views per live stream. When I did train simulator live streams on the weekends, on Saturdays, I pretty much got 0 viewers per live stream, or just maybe 1 viewer per live stream. I don't know, but basically just nobody's bothered to watch them. I was just pretty much by myself playing the game. Nobody was really watching. But suddenly, now that I'm streaming on weekdays, suddenly I get a ton of viewers. Well, I say a ton. I got up to 5. Actually, no, I was up to 9 viewers on the train simulator live stream I did on Wednesday, and up to 5 viewers on the Forza live stream that I did yesterday, and so far up to 3 today. Although I think today it's Friday and stuff, so I guess it's not too many people on Friday. I remember doing a few talk shows on Fridays some time ago, and basically nobody turned up for that, which was lovely. Basically, whenever nobody tuned into my my talk shows that I did about a year and a couple years ago, when I did talk shows and nobody tuned in, I was basically just wasting my time. I was basically just talking to nobody. I even one of my talk shows titled "You'd Be a Fool to Watch This Whole Live Stream." It was basically just an hour of just me just doing nothing for the most part, except just talking to the camera about nothing in particular. I don't know. Maybe doing live streams on Friday in general is just not a good idea, or at least doing talk shows on Friday. Or no, just no live streams in general. OG 905 standard version of Forza Horizon 4. It's 90 gigabytes and it's not even finished yet. Wait, not even finished. Oh yeah. Standard version, 90 gigabytes and not even finished yet. Yeah. Well, Forza Horizon 4, Playground Games, I think they pretty much start the workings of, or the creating of the game as soon as it's pretty much released. Actually, no, that's a bit of a lie. I think what Playground Games do is that, or Forza in general, is that when they announce, well, it certainly wasn't the case with Forza Motorsport 7, but I believe this was the case with pretty much all the Forza Horizon games, or at least 2, 3, and probably 4 for that matter. I'm not sure about 1 because I really don't know that much about Forza Horizon 1. But yeah, Forza Horizon 2, 3, and 4. I think basically what they did with those games is that, or at least with, well, maybe just 3 and 4. I think with 2 they, did the thing. But anyways, on to what I'm trying to say is that, well, let's just say Forza Horizon 3, for example. When Forza Horizon 3 was announced at E3 2016, by that time, Forza Horizon 3 was pretty much finished. Like, the game itself was finished. And afterward, Playground decided to get to work on DLCs and stuff. And then, I think as soon as Forza Horizon 3 was released, they began the creation of Forza Horizon 4, while continuing to put out some DLC for Forza Horizon 3 until the Forza Horizon 3 DLC cycle was basically over by the time that Forza Motorsport 7 was released. And even though onwards they continued to bring out Forza-thons for Forza Horizon 3, which were so easy to complete, to be honest. And now that Forza Horizon 4 has been announced at E3, I think Forza Horizon 4 is now pretty much finished. Finished possibly like a couple days before it was announced here at E3 2018. So now they're getting to work on to the Forza Horizon 4 DLC, most of which is not even announced yet. I mean, we at least know what sort of DLC is coming to Forza Horizon 4, as shown by the Ultimate Edition package. Basically, we know the Formula Drift car pack, we know the Day 1 10 car DLC car pack. Well, at least we know that the 10 car DLC car pack is coming. We don't actually know the content that's included day one 10 card DLC card pack. Of course, we know that there are 2 expansions coming to the game, which I'm really excited for. But of course, I'm super excited about Forza Horizon 4 itself. Let's see. Let's see what was it? The OG on 5. I haven't read the DLCs yet, but they're probably high quality. Oh yeah, Forza. The guys at Playground Games, they pretty much always provide high quality content for their Forza Horizon games. So that's nice. Although with Forza Motorsport 7, the story was a little bit different. You see, it seemed that Turn 10 were so focused on making Forza Motorsport 7 look good, they forgot to take consideration into the Forza Horizon 4, the game itself, and even because I think because when Forza Motorsport 7 was announced at E3, it had a download size of 60 gigabytes, but actually when you got the disc version, and I think this might also apply to the digital download version of Forza Horizon 4. It was just 60 megabytes by default, and then you would download an update which had 40 extra gigabytes of memory. That was basically all of the game that wasn't already finished by the time that they released Forza Motorsports, or by the time that they announced Forza Motorsport 7 at E3. Because, man oh man, even when Forza Motorsport 7 was released, the game was still unfinished. Because when Forza Motorsport 7 released in October of 2017, there were still some features they couldn't even use. So you couldn't drag race online, you couldn't utilize the auction house, you couldn't do a lot in Forza Motorsport 7 when it first came out, and then a month later they actually brought in those features. But and even now, there's still stuff that they're working on with Forza Motorsport 7, man. COG probably just desperate to get game up for the public. Yeah, that was probably just the thing with Forza Motorsport 7. Like, what they really should have done with Forza Motorsport 7 is that instead of getting Forza Motorsport 7 out on October 3rd, like they promised, what they should have done is that they should have just released Forza Motorsport 7 after that. Like, they should have just released the game in like December or something, when the game would be more finished by then, or well, even then, just I don't know, but I mean, really for the most part with Forza Motorsport 7, they just spend way too much time on just making the game look good instead of time on making the game actually function, making the game actually work, making the game actually enjoyable, which it wasn't really too many of those things when it was first came out. Forza Motorsport 7, it had crash issues when it came out, and even earlier this year, Forza Motorsport 7 still had crash issues, and I think most of the crash issues in Forza Motorsport 7 has been resolved as of now. So that's the thing. I mean, well, there was even some crash issues with Forza Horizon 3 when that game first came out, although only a month after Forza Horizon 3 came out, pretty much all of the optimization and crash issues were fixed, and Forza Horizon 3 was pretty much good until then. Like, at least Playground Games, at least they, didn't just sausage around with Forza Horizon 3, and they actually came up with a good functioning video game by the time that Forza Horizon 3 came out. And I'm sure they'll have the exact same thing with Forza Horizon 4, but Turn 10 and Forza 7, completely different story. Just, release it just as an unpolished, unfinished video game on October 3rd, and still working on the game right now. There's no denying that Forza Motorsport 7 is still in a not so good state. I mean, Forza 7, it's at least in a more stable state. Like, you can at least play Forza Motorsport 7. The game actually, it's at least playable, but it's not that much different from Forza Motorsport 6, to be honest. And some of the features that they added into Forza Motorsport 7 were just unneeded, to be honest. Like, the new features that they added into Forza Motorsport 7 was basically just car collection tiers, which was unneeded. They had the loot boxes, which was just unneeded again. And they had driver gear, which I actually thought was quite cool. The driver gear, it's kind of like the clothing options that you have in Forza Horizon 4. I actually do quite like the driver gear in Forza Motorsport 7, even though, although if you're desperate for money in Forza Motorsport 7, then well, why get a driver gear when you can just either get a car or 50,000 credits? I think the Horizon series is more popular, so they put more effort into it. Maybe, yeah, I would agree with that. At this point, the Horizon series has just become more popular because the thing about the Motorsport series is that after Forza Motorsport 4, people just didn't really care about the Motorsport series that much. Like, Forza Motorsport 5 just seemed like a downgrade from Forza Motorsport 4 because people remember Forza Motorsport 4 for being the best Forza Motorsport game ever, and then they went to Forza Motorsport 5, which was the first ever Forza game on the Xbox One, which compared to Forza Motorsport 4 was just it's not that good. Then came Forza Motorsport 6, 2 years later after Forza Motorsport 5 and Forza Motorsport 6. I actually thought Forza 6 was a good game. I actually really enjoyed Forza Motorsport 6. At least Forza Motorsport 6 was a good improvement over Forza Motorsport 5, but at the same time, people were like, Forza Motorsport 6 is an improvement, but still not as good as Forza Motorsport 4. And now, a year after that, they have now come out with Forza Motorsport 7, which, like I've been saying this live stream so far, was released in a unpolished state, and it's still being worked on to this day. So that's interesting. Let's see. Free roam was something that Motorsport lacks that might put people off perhaps. Yeah. Honestly, I'll just say myself, I've enjoyed the Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 3 more than I've enjoyed Forza Motorsport 6 and Forza Motorsport 7 because I'm just not that much into playing either motorsport games that I have that much anymore. I mean, well, that's actually a bit of a lie because I did play Forza Motorsport 7 on live streams or on the live stream, yesterday, and I will be doing more Forza Motorsport 7 and Forza Motorsport 6 videos. But I say that, I'll do Forza Motorsport 7 videos, except Forza Motorsport 6 will pretty much be exclusive to live streams at this point. Yeah, one thing I should mention is that, Forza Motorsport 6, even though that game is now a bit old now, I will still be playing Forza Motorsport 6 on the channel, except at this point it'll pretty much just be exclusively a live stream game, unless someone gives me a really good video series thing that I can do for Forza Motorsport 6. If not, then any videos that I do on Forza Motorsport will be just on Forza Motorsport 7. Yeah. Meanwhile, I play Forza Horizon 3 a lot in my spare time. Although I haven't had too many opportunities to play Forza Horizon 3 this week because this week I've just been so busy with just getting Gen 3 going up and stuff. But thankfully next week I'll have a lot more spare time on my hands, and I'll definitely be able to use up that time for actually producing stuff and playing Forza and stuff. See, emojis. My bro plays Forza and he says enjoy it a lot. Yeah, I did enjoy Forza Motorsport 6 a lot when I first got the game. Basically when I first got Forza Motorsport 6 in Christmas of 2015, it was pretty much the game that I played the most until I got Forza Horizon 3 on my birthday of 2016. I did get a certain other game during that time span between December or Christmas 2015 and my birthday of October 2016. I did get a certain other game, and unfortunately can't say the name of the game yet because it's going to be a game that I'll be playing soon on the channel, actually. And I don't want to spoil what that game actually is. Only hint is that it's a racing game. Other than that, you guys will have to figure it out for yourselves. But for the most part, I pretty much just played Forza Motorsport 6 for pretty much most of the time. Well, I say that, there were some times in 2016 where I just couldn't be bothered to get on my Xbox One because I just couldn't be bothered to play Forza Motorsport 6. Meanwhile, with Forza Horizon 3, I pretty much just played that game to death. Like, ever since when I first got Forza Horizon 3 on my birthday about 2016, afterwards, I pretty much just played the game to death. To the point where I actually 1% completed the campaign within 2 months. And then I got the 2 expansions that came up Forza Horizon 3 and completed those very fast. And now I'm pretty much done with the campaign for Forza Horizon 3. And pretty much the only reason why I go back to play Forza Horizon 3 is to complete the Forzathon challenges, which is still pretty often. And I will be streaming Forza Horizon 3 quite a bit streaming it, and obviously when it comes up on the schedule. I actually have a Forza Horizon 3 live stream happening on Tuesday. This Tuesday. So that'll be interesting. Even if I'm halfway through this live stream, and so far I've, it's actually going quite well. I'm actually quite pleased with the live stream, or how the live stream is going, I'll say. Anyways, continuing on, but I pretty much had played the heck out of Forza Horizon 3, and then in the beginning of 2017, I got Forza Horizon 2, and I actually played Forza Horizon 2 for a bit, and I kind of got bored after Forza Horizon 2 after a while, because I'm sorry, but the Forza Horizon 2 campaign mode is just not that fun, to be honest. Mainly because it just consists of just championship after championship after championship after championship. It's just just race. Like, there's just not that much to do in Forza Horizon 2 in terms of career mode. Like, there's also the bucket list challenges and the head-to-head races and stuff like that. But I'm sorry, Forza Horizon 2 just doesn't have that much to do in terms of campaign-related stuff. Whereas Forza Horizon 3, there was quite a few things to do. I mean, Forza Horizon 3, I will say, there wasn't much other than, what they had in Forza Horizon 2. Like, Forza Horizon 3 introduced drone mode, and, tell a lie, drone mode, and that was about it. But at the same time, I think the thing that kept Forza Horizon 3 fresh was the fact that, you could customize the championships, because in Forza Horizon 2, you after a while you could decide where you go for a championship, but the races were decided for you. Whereas in Forza Horizon 3, you can completely customize that, and you can race wherever you want in a certain championship, or you can just race wherever what was I gonna say? In a single race or expedition race or whatever they call them. I thought that was quite interesting. Actually, one thing I want to check. See, I don't have my voice on the live stream, I just realized. Let's see. Thingy please. Let's see. Talking about stuff. Okay, it's good. Whatever. Okay. Oh. Video is rendering, by the way. Fun fact, right as I'm streaming this, I'm actually rendering a video in Sony Vegas. It's a NASCAR Heat 2 video, specifically race number 20. So that's fun. Although the video is still running after quite a while, which is actually not a good thing, because I need the video to render up pretty quiet. What? Yeah, good job on the English, Frank to Bob, and excellent English. As I was saying, I'm gonna have to get the video to render fast, because I actually have to render this video and I have to render another video and get both of those uploaded to YouTube. Actually, that's a lie. I already have one video uploaded right now. Fact. Sausages. So John 5. That NASCAR game you play on, what do you play on? So good. NASCAR game, that was NASCAR Heat 2, and I obviously played on the Xbox One because Xbox One is really the only. Well, really the only thing I can. Actually, that's a lie. I have my PC now, but until I actually got my PC over here to up here at mommy's house, Xbox One was pretty much my main source for playing video games in my spare time, which was fun and yeah, I even made 370 rubbish videos using my Xbox One. Yeah, those videos were fun. Now they're in the rubbish bin because they're just rubbish, honestly. But oh well. At least now we can make way for upcoming good quality content. Oh, there's the thing we did. I was actually just wondering how do you set the volume on my headphones, and I will definitely use that to turn down the volume on my headphones for the next time I do a live stream video or whatever. Because I was actually recording a NASCAR Heat 2 video when the volume was really loud on the game. I tried to turn it down through my headphones, but there was just no way. Now I found the way to do it. There's a thing in the middle of the cord here that says, "Ooh, you can do this and you can do that," and blah 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 blah. That's fun. So yeah. So what else to talk about? Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So Xbox One pretty much my main source for playing video games at the moment. Actually, no, that's a lie. It was my main source for playing video games, but then that became my PC. This was I moved over to mommy's house. So that's a thing. Yeah. I would say this has been an interesting talk show. Although I might avoid doing live streams on Friday because I gave up with PC gaming. What's wrong with PC gaming? PC gaming is the best kind of gaming, really. I mean, especially for videos like this, because some say, oh well, the iPad might replace the PCs. No, I'm sorry, but there's still so many things that you can do on the PC that you can't do with the iPad. Stuff like, or at least, in terms of what I want to do. For example, for my PC, I can get certain games that I can't get for the iPad. I can do streams like this, which I can't do on my iPad. Actually, well, I can do streams on my iPad, except they're rubbish, so what's the point? Yeah, I'm sorry, but PCs, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty much, the big thing. Although I will say that, if you just want to, do stuff like business, like documents or stuff. Energy 95 says, mainly because the games got slow, which is annoying, and I don't want to spend money on a new PC. Well, that's that's kind of a problem. In fact, I was actually stuck in that hole for a while because when I started doing PC live streams regularly, starting in April of last year, I used a Dell PC, which was it was basically your average PC. It was not that great for running games. Well, I say games. The only real game that I ever played on my PC was Train Simulator 2018, or well, it was different iterations at the time. But playing Train Simulator on the Dell PC that I had. Well, I still have it. I'm just never gonna use it for YouTube related stuff ever again, apart from maybe from videos and stuff like that. But apart from that, that's it. Yeah. But if your games are running slow on your PC, especially if your PC is just an average PC, then it's definitely good to upgrade to a new PC. For example, that's exactly what I did. Because I was getting tired of I was getting tired of the slowness on my Dell PC. I mean, at first it wasn't such a bad thing because I didn't use that Dell PC for much else other than Train Simulator. And to be honest, Train Simulator ran somewhat fine on the Dell PC they had before. But when I got into live streaming and playing other games, it just wasn't gonna work out that well, to be honest. So, but thankfully, earlier this year, Daddy bought me this new PC, which is a Digital Storm PC, which is really, really powerful. Um, you know, and this Digital Storm PC that I'm using, it's honestly it's just so much better than my Dell PC. Like, I can play so many more games now. Well, I say so many more games, but I can play some games in higher quality, and I can do more stuff, and it's just epic, really. And honestly, I'm very glad that I got this Digital Storm PC, and I am even more glad that now it's here at my mom's house, so I can do whatever the heck that I want with it over the week. And I can use the weekend as my break time now, because for a while this Digital Storm PC was actually stuck at my daddy's house for a while, and was basically stuck there, so I couldn't use it. Or, well, I could use it at my daddy's house, except I couldn't use it during the week, because during the week I was at my mommy's house, and all I had was an iPad 2 and an Xbox One, and that was it. And I just couldn't really do that much with either of those things going into this year. So, but now I have this Digital Storm PC, which I can use for just about anything that I can possibly think of. Or, well, I say that, or, well, at least everything that a PC can do. Let's see, I'm glad more PC games are slowly moving on to consoles, for example, Train Sim. Yeah, I guess that is something. Well, you say that. Train Sim Gold is now on the console officially. It was recently released for Xbox One and PS4, and now Steam. But, but at the same time, there's also Train Sim 2018 available for PC. And I'm sorry, but Train Sim World, in terms of technology and stuff, is better than Train Sim 2018, which still runs on technology from 2009. Actually, that's a while before that. So, Train Sim 2018. But although in terms of content and things to do, Train Simulator 2018 is still the superior game, because there's so much stuff that you can download for Train Simulator 2018. Such as DLC, third-party content, several things, honestly. And you can't really do that with Train Sim World on consoles, because it just doesn't work right, I'm afraid. As much as I would like to have, or as much as I would like to be able to play Train Sim 2018 on my Xbox One, I couldn't, honestly, for the most part, I couldn't really imagine it, because it would just be salty. OG 5, I have Train Sim 2018 with a load of DLCs, but I don't play anymore because of the lag. I think I spent £200 on the game. I pretty much spent the same amount of stuff. So, I guess what I would recommend for you, OG905, is that if you get the opportunity, I would definitely recommend upgrading to a super powerful computer like I have done. I think, you say that this year you'll be getting, or for your birthday you'll be getting an Xbox One and Forza Motorsport 7, which I do recommend. And I would recommend that you also get Forza Horizon 4 for Christmas, the Ultimate Edition, by the way. But maybe somewhere after that down the line, I would definitely consider upgrading to a super powerful gaming computer like I have here. And you'll basically become, you'll do a me, which basically means do what I did. Yeah. Still sweating to death. Let's see. Oh, he's now 5. I would like to as well. Interesting. So we're almost 45 minutes into the live stream, so the live stream will be ending in about 15 or so minutes. I will say this talk show has been somewhat entertaining so far as well, but in the future I might avoid doing live streams on Fridays, because although I can't really, say 100% will do on Fridays yet though, because it's only just the launch of Gen 3, and there are several new things I'll be trying out now. Sausages. Anyways, I'm gonna have some Smarties like I have here. I actually had these sitting. I actually had these sitting on the desk because I was gonna have some during the live stream, and I'm not getting the opportunity to do so until now. So that's lovely. Oh, nuts. Just thanks for keeping me entertained for the evening and someone to talk to because I'm alone and lol. And of course. And maybe we'll continue to do talk shows on or live streams on weekends because I can't just say or weekend Fridays. I can't just say talk shows because I actually plan on bringing a rotating schedule for the month of September. Yeah, for August I just have a consistent schedule. Like Monday. Monday's gonna be Train Simulator. Monday is Train Simulator. Tuesdays is messing around on whatever video game I choose on the Xbox One. Wednesday is obviously endurance racing. Thursday is Roblox, and Friday is talk shows. But eventually I might come up with a rotating schedule. So some days I might do a talk show on Monday. And yeah, we'll see how that works. But yeah. By the way, if you haven't checked out the live stream schedule for August, do so. So you know all the live streams that will be occurring throughout this whole entire month. Well, I pretty much this is gonna be the last ever live stream for July. Good old Roblox. I used to play that too. Yeah. And pretty soon I'll be playing Roblox regularly on the stream. In fact, I like to be playing Roblox on a weekly basis now because so far I've done 2 live streams on Roblox, both of which were pretty much 6 months apart, and a lot of you guys actually loved when I did the Roblox live streams. So now I decided to do Roblox on a weekly basis because just like at this point. The Roblox had become my most viewed live streams, or before Gen 3 was launched, so Roblox, I'll be playing it a lot more regularly on the channel now, instead of just doing it once in 7 million years, because, and it will really, Roblox is pretty much the best chance, or the best way to play with my viewers, so, speaking of the second Roblox livestream, I actually still haven't released that livestream, despite the fact I think I did it about a month ago, although I will be releasing that livestream soon, as Gen 3, or as sausages and stuff, so, yeah. So, I think after this livestream is over, for the rest of today, I'll just get the 2 NASCAR YouTube videos uploaded and ready to go, actually 3. So I think for the 18th, 24th of August, I won't be able to join because I'm on holiday. I might be able to join you on Roblox if you want to. Yeah. Although we'll say, for the month of August, Roblox live streams will always be on a Thursday, so, yeah, but, when I bring in the rotating schedule, Roblox might be on a different day, depending on whatever the schedule decides to rotate to or whatever. Yeah, and I think on the last week of August, I will create the schedule for September, which will be the first ever schedule with which will be the first ever month where I have a rotating schedule. Originally, I was hoping to start up the rotating schedule for the month of August, but unfortunately, I really need to get a feel of how things will work because. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I really need to get a feel for how things will work because, well, sausages. But September there will be a rotating schedule, and of course September is gonna be a blast of a month because September I get to go back to school. Yay! Oh, thankfully today was the last day of summer sausage school, so. For the entire month of August, except for the weekends, I'll be hard at work. with YouTube related stuff and other things as well. I'll need to get to work on the 1,200 subscriber special because that'll be starting up soon. And after that, I need to get to work on other projects. YouTube related projects, by the way. Yeah, no project that I'll be doing won't be related to YouTube. Oh, you know, I hate to. I finished last Friday. Interesting. Man, I can't wait to get back into the vicious cycle again. You know, the vicious cycle of Sausage High School. What fun. You know. Of course, I'll be going back in that September. It's gonna be such a great time. You know. Although I think just for the first month of school, it'll just be all sausagey and stuff. But I think once I really settle into the school year, I'll get back used to the cycle. Let's see. I don't think 6 weeks is long enough. Yeah, me either. It should be 7,000 years old. Well, for me, I get about so I got out of school on, I think the second to last week. Yeah, so I got out of school on the 22nd of. Actually, no. Actually, my last day of school for this year was July 21st or June 21st. I mean, the last day of school was actually on Friday, June 22nd. Except I didn't go to school that day for some reason or another. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, forget this. So I actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Basically 10 weeks of summer holiday. And then back to school, possibly in the first week of September. If I actually, when did I? Yeah. I can imagine September 4th or September 3rd will be the day that I go back to school. Oh man, I just. Yeah, I might as well just get into the back to school hype just because, but you know, although it's really a mixed bag situation. Like for example, because what was I gonna say? See. Oh, you know, fine. Oh, we're lucky. My brother just finished GCSE, so I had the time off. Interesting. What was I gonna say? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna be going to my junior year this year, which is probably not gonna be much different from my sophomore year. Actually, no, it will be because I'll actually be going out to classes for the 2018-19 school year. Because before that, yeah, I pretty much just stayed in the class. I pretty much just stayed in the class throughout the entire day because sausages. But man, that was just the most boring experience ever. But although maybe school won't be so bad this year, you know, because the 2017-18 school year was just bland. Like, well, bland in terms of just things. Like, oh man, it was just such a boring year, especially compared to the year before that, the 16-17 year. But now we go into the 18-19 year, which I honestly don't know how it might go. Although apparently we're going out to classes, so just hope that it's every school year is blank for me. Of course it is. Although I have had some. Although really the 17-18 school year, which was really the most bland year for me, honestly. Like every year before that was either just very good or absolutely, like, I think like all of the school years before that, my entire life, they were pretty much absolutely amazing at best to just absolutely awful at worst. Like for example, middle school sucked, really. Like middle school was just the absolute worst, especially 8th grade. Oh man, I can't tell you just how bad middle school was for me. All 3 years we just sucked. Although 8th grade was the worst because I had this stupid teacher who was just complaining for no reason. But before that there was the 4th grade, which was a blast. There was 3rd grade, which was also a heck of a lot of fun, and then there was 9th grade, which was really the first grade for me that just didn't or wasn't completely and utterly stupid. Then there was 10th grade, which was just bland and boring. Just nothing even happened. Nothing bad or good. But now if you're not going to go to the 11th grade, which I'm hoping will be an upgrade in terms of what was we gonna say? In terms of sausagery. I guess we'll have to say. Anyways, so although it's an interesting situation because like there's one side of me that wants the remainder of the summer to go by slowly, because stuff actually. Interesting one. Oh, 5. When I joined high school, I ran into a bully that pretended to be my friend and he backstabbed me. Oh dear, that's a bit of a bad situation right there. That's pretty much all 3 of my high school or middle school years in a nutshell. Like middle school, I just ran into just so many people that just wanted to just be sausages and stuff like that. It was just no fun. Thankfully, high school, and Sausage High School, people don't really care. People don't really care at all. Yeah. Although, yeah, it seems that most of the students that go to Sausage High School, the kids that go to Sausage High School, most of them are just, I like to refer to them as silly sausages. There is actually a very specific word that these people like to call themselves, but I just refer to them as silly sausages because at least it's a non-offensive term. Well, maybe it is to some people, but for me, nah, not even on the slightest. See, my school has a bad reputation. Yeah, Sausage Middle School. Sausage Middle School that I went to, it had a pretty bad reputation as well. Just no one cared. Like that was the thing. No one just cared in Sausage Middle School, and that's the problem with modern day schools as a whole these days, or well, these schools in my area. The schools, the people that they hire, they just don't seem to care. It seems that the majority of the teachers or the people that are in Sausage High School, or at least in my area as a whole, they just the only reason why they were there was for money and nothing more. Like in gym class in Sausage High School, there's this lady who was just an old broken down lady, and yet she's a gym teacher. Like, come on, man. Like, you would think that for a gym teacher they would get somebody who is all strong and big and something like Arnold Schwarzenegger, or at least someone who doesn't drink soda all the time and actually keeps himself healthy and knows how to keep himself healthy, whereas someone else decides to drink soda all the time. Oh yeah, fine. So that's the same situation for me. Everyone just messes around and the teachers don't have any control of the class. Yeah. Ooh, my video's finished rendering. It took an hour and 13 minutes, which is weird for a video that's only 30 minutes in time. Wait a minute. It's still rendering. I don't know what's up with Sony Vegas. I'll be into this live stream pretty soon. I've only eaten one of my Smarties in this whole thing. Yeah, it's pretty much the end of this live stream now at this point. I will say this was a good, or at least an okay talk show as my first one in 7,000 million years. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing after this. I should really at least get to videos and stuff that I'll be uploading for later today and tomorrow and Sunday before I get back to work on Monday. Yeah. But that's pretty much that's pretty much it for the live stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I certainly did. Well, thanks for joining. Well, anyways, for seeing the live stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed the live stream. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because we need as many subscribers as possible because of reasons. That's all for the live stream. Hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time on the Bangkok Show. Oh, by the way, next live stream is Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, so make sure to make it there. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.